Welcome back. You're still watching the Afia Morning Show, and thank you for staying tuned. Moving on to our final conversation today. Quite unfortunately, we always hope to go on forever.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll extend the show by 1 hour. That's our viewers have to vote. If you want the show extended by 1 hour, just drop a comment under this video on YouTube. Of course, now our next conversation involves an Enugu-based technician who has accused his wife of fleeing with their 6 children 3 years ago, shortly after a magistrate court advised them to settle their differences amicably. According to him, he returned home from work after the session to find the house empty. The couple had lived together for 15 years.
Problem with my wife. I have an issue with my wife that led her to take me to court. And when we went to court, court asked us to go home and settle. She came back and took my properties and my children and ran away. Since then, I don't have access to her. I need people to help me to regain my family. My challenge is my children. I want to have access to my children. I have 6 children. For 3 years now, I don't have access to them.
And of course, that is the husband, the technician, Ndubueze Ozokolo. And he joins us on the show live this morning to share more about his experience. Thank you for joining the show, sir. Pleasure to have you.
Good morning, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I understand that this is a really sensitive and traumatic matter, so we'll try to take things one step at a time as we progress in this account. Now, we have spoken to your estranged wife. We've also spoken to the Commissioner for Children and Gender Affairs to gain her input. But I'd like us to start with your account. Could you walk us through what happened the moment you came home and was welcomed by an empty house?
It was amazing. It was a very big shock to me because I lost so many things in the house. Even the contribution that people contribute money, because she broke the iron service that I used to save money for a meeting. So it was a very big shock to me. I don't know where to start, but I thank God for today. I am alive.
Did you have an argument before this incident happened? I understand that the magistrate court had just directed you to go and reconcile and peacefully settle this. But was there any aggravation that morning before the court session that she had to leave?
No, because after the court, I went back to my office. I came back in the night. So I did not go home directly. From the court, I went to my office. So me coming back in the evening, after I finished my work, I saw the house empty. So we don't have any argument, nothing.
Okay, so that's for that day. How would you describe the 15 years of your marriage? To your wife, Onyinyechi, how would you describe the 15 years of marriage? And when did things start to go sour?
All this while, I have been noticing things. And I believe in God that God will change her. Because, like I told you before, my sisters brought her to me to marry. And I don't want to refuse because they are my senior. And I believe that if I went to take my own person, bring the person home, they will not accept the person. Because 6 of them is not an easy task. So I have to accept their own. And they are the people that trained her. I don't know her too well. They trained her. So all this while I have been noticing something and I've been enduring it, believing God that things will change. It is getting worse.
What did you notice? You speak a lot about things you noticed.
She poisoned my food. Let me just cut it short. She poisoned my food. I have proofs. She poisoned my food. And when she poisoned my food and saw me alive, she was like, I'm a ghost. And whenever I come back to home, she would like see me as a ghost.
Okay, why go? Well, if she poisoned your food, why go that far? What happened? What was the reason why that she could literally want to take your life by poisoning your food?
The reason why is that I came from a polygamous family. So I'm the first son of the family. My father have first wife that gave him 9 children, ladies, before they married my mother. Then I'm the firstborn of the family. So when we are growing, we all are living fine. All of a sudden, the hatred came. I have been trying my best to keep the home peacefully, but the hatred was like coming more and more, including that they sold our land that we have in Nsukka, hoping that I will not do anything. And truly, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to fight them, because fighting them, they are my family.
Who sold the land?
My sisters.
Okay.
They sold the land. I have the documents. They sold the land. From that time, I discovered that it's getting more wider. I have to call my wife. I told her, these people are my sisters. Mind how you communicate with them. The way I talk to her, she'll carry that way and go and tell them.
Well, why would you give such information to your wife, knowing fully well that she and your sisters have, there's a link, right? Yeah, as you stated, they trained your wife. They brought your wife to you to get married to. So why would you, give her such information and expecting her to hold it to herself?
I was believing that we are one. I was believing that we are family. I didn't know she's my enemy. I was hoping that she can understand me, because I always tell her that this battle is for me and you. If both of us win this battle, we will rejoice.
Look, what we're talking about now is trying to link the poisoning, right? So go ahead. I want you to, try to establish that's your story and the reason why the poison happened.
The reason why the poison happened is that my sisters don't want me to talk about that land.
So allegedly, is your sister and your wife, it was their plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Or is that do you have proof to that effect, or is that what you think?
Yes, I have proofs.
What is the proof? Could you tell us? Do you have the proof?
When I was in police custody, when my wife wounded herself and claimed that I wounded her, when that thing happens, the community ran and beat me up. They took me. I took her to hospital. The hospital charged me 20,000 for the wound. I have the video in my phone, right, for the wound that she has in her eyes. And I don't have any money with me that moment. So they told me that the community will bring deposits they will use to treat her, and maybe they will pay the whole money. Then I will later balance the community. I agree. I was there when the leader of the community paid the 10,000 naira. So after the treatment, they hold my wife in the hospital. I was running around to bring the money. All of a sudden, I saw my wife with police.
Right. What has encouraged you to come to the media with this story? Why do you want the world to know what's going on?
Why I want the world to know what is going on is that sometimes this church will claim we are going. We don't really go to church, because it's church that kept me all this while. I have not been talking, because I believe that my wife is a born-again Christian, and we wedded in the church. So it's getting more. Even after you called her yesterday, she called me, she was talking. She don't have repented mind.
What is she repenting from?
She's not doing well now.
Okay. Sorry, Oji. I just really want to get this. When you say she's not doing well, what exactly do you mean? Because I really want you to give us specifics, just as much as you can reveal, as much as you feel comfortable revealing.
So many things. I don't really know where to start.
Start somewhere.
So many things. Like, for example, if I ask her not to remove this table here, if my sister came and tell her to remove it, she will remove it.
Why doesn't she respect you?
I don't know.
Okay, so now we did speak to your wife, like you already mentioned, and she made a couple of serious allegations, which I'd like you to respond to. And you already started to speak to one of them when you said that she injured herself. Yes, and we do have photos of the injury, which I'm sure the control room will display as we go ahead with this. Now, your wife alleges that you physically assaulted her multiple times during the marriage, including beating her with Gary Turner, as she described it, and biting her eye. Did any incidents occur?
No. No. That one she said I bite her eyes was the one I told you, that stone. She was throwing me a stone and I rushed her. She was carrying that stone in her hand. I rushed her and I hold her on her two hands this way. She was trying to drag her hand. Firstly, her hand go out from my hand, and that stone touched her eyes. That is
so we must warn you that viewer discretion is advised. Now, I would like us to pull up, if you can just pull up the photo of the wife with the injured eye. If you can just put that on screen, so we see how painful and gruesome that wound looks. And she says that she did not, in fact, hit herself with a stone, but that you bit her eye. And of course, I mean with your teeth, that you bit her eye, and that you continue to pour water, and that she doesn't think she can see clearly. So if you look at that, I mean, I would like our viewers to also be a part of this. And she said that if you look closely, you would see the signs of a human bite, the curvature of the mouth, biting it. Some also think that it's impossible for such a person to hit herself with such force, even if it were to be a stone, that she hit herself with such force. How would you speak to this?
That's what I'm telling you. It was all those plans, and I don't know how to, they could quit. Because why I say they could quit, even if I'm having problem with my wife, and my sisters ran to help us, not saying against me just for them to jail me, because I was surprised when I was in the cell. After 1 week, because friends was coming to bail me, I told them not to, they should stop coming, let me know what is happening. So after 1 week, I was in the cell. They brought me out from the cell to the DPO's office. I saw my wife and my sister. They told me, DPO asked me, do I know these people? I said yes. He said, who are they? I said, this is my wife and this is my sister. DPO said, if it is true that this is my wife and this is my sister, that means what they are saying is true.
Why are your sisters so involved in your marriage?
I don't know. They hate me.
Okay, because they hate you. Okay, so she claims that you hit her with a Gary Turner. Did that ever happen? And she also says that happened in front of the children because something that shouldn't have happened. Did that happen?
It did not happen that way.
Tell us how it happened.
She has already corrupted those children.
No, you said it didn't happen that way.
Yes.
How did it happen?
That is what I'm telling you. Like I was telling you about that stone that he hit, he was having an issue before he ran out from the house.
No, tell us about the Gary Turner. We've finished with the stone. Okay. Tell us about the Gary Turner.
I did not hit her with the Gary Turner. That is the truth.
You did not hit her. Have you ever hit your wife?
Yes.
When?
Years back.
Why?
Because I took my daughter. My daughter did not go to JS1. This one semester for JS1, she did not go to school because of lack of money. Then I asked my brother, Port Harcourt, to help me and take her to his place so that he would put her on school. I discussed with my brother and they agreed. When I came to pay my wife did not agree. Then I asked her, why will this girl sitting in the house doing nothing? You don't want her to go to school. We don't have money to train her. Let's take her to somewhere that she will go to school. She refused. That's when we were having that problem. How
frequently did you hit your wife in the period that you lived together? In the 15-year period, how many times did you hit your wife?
Just once, which she called the police on me. When I went to police station to write undertaking that I will not hit her again.
Okay, she alleged that you threatened to kill your children and also mock one of your physical challenged child.
Now you call your physically challenged child an imbecile.
Not true. I cannot do that. It's my child. I cannot do that. me claiming to kill my daughter, I may do so out of provocation, because I am seeing them misbehaving, not the way I trained myself or the way I was trained. Because naturally, in the morning I will rush to work, hoping that I have a wife in the home that will take care of the children. But when I started losing my business, then I was staying back home. I was seeing the way my children are misbehaving, the way they are doing.
So you made that statement?
Yes.
That you kill your...
Could you describe the kind of beating? You said that you beat her just once.
Yes.
Right? So the one time that you beat her, how did you do it? What did you use? Your bare hands, or did you use something else?
It's my bare hands, but I wounded her on the eyes that time too. But I don't know each or the part of the eyes that time.
So you wounded her on the eye. How? With your teeth?
No.
With a stick?
No.
With what?
I don't really remember how that one happened, but we went to police station because she locked me up that time. When they went to bail me, they asked me to write undertaking, because I will not do it again. This one is talking about teeth now. It's this one that started now.
Yes, go ahead. Tell us about this one that started now.
That is what I'm telling you, because when she was trying to throw me that stone, I rushed her. She didn't know I would be coming. That is how that apartment looked like. So I rushed her. She didn't know. I hold her by her hands. That's why the stone.
Why did she choose to use a stone to pelt you? Why did she choose to be at a distance and throw stones at you? Why did she feel that she had to be so far away? And I want to understand the dynamics that led to the stone throwing. Why did she want to throw stones at you?
I don't really know, because that morning, I came back in the morning. The children said they want to drink tea. I make tea for them. After making tea, she came back, because she used to do, whenever I came back in the morning, she would leave the house. The children, I have set them on the floor to drink tea. When she came, she said she wants to drink tea. I told her, help me to prepare these children so that if they go to school, you take your own tea. She said if she didn't take tea now, nobody will take tea. She went to the parlor to use her leg to pour all the teas. The floor was like, everywhere was tea. When I'm inside the room, I came out from the parlor. I was surprised. I asked the children, what happened? Who poured the tea? They said it's me.
They said it's you.
It is me.
I don't understand.
That is it.
So no, not like I don't understand. Like I mean, why would they say it's you, but it wasn't you?
The woman has poisoned their heart so much that they have hate me also. Because I did not come outside.
When you beat your wife for the second time, where were the children?
They are inside.
They heard the beating.
Yes.
So
and
why do you?
And they saw everything that happened.
So why do you think that she poisoned your wife and not your actions? I'm just trying to gain your, where you stand on it.
Okay, I don't really know, because my children also said, I overheard them saying, like there's a day I came back. I don't usually go to the kitchen to collect food. When things started happening, I started learning that one. When I went to kitchen to collect food, I was eating in the room. She stand by my side. She was like trying to hit me, collect the food. She was saying so many things. Then the other day I called my daughter and asked, why do you think that if I came back to eat, your mother would be hollering me or bagging at me the food I brought money? My daughter told me that I don't used to bring money for the food. Don't
you think the abuse on your wife is the reason why your children, their mindsets are poisoned, not your wife poisoning them? And also, I'll ask this question. Do you feel uncomfortable with your physical challenged son or child?
He said?
Do you feel uncomfortable with your physical challenged child?
Yes, I'm comfortable. It pains me.
Right.
It pains me.
Okay, so now we have to get to this. You spoke briefly about your children accusing you of not bringing money.
Yes.
And that takes us straight to the Ministry of Children and Gender Affairs. So we did speak to the Commissioner, Mrs. Ngozi Eni, early this morning, and she mentioned that this report came to the ministry before the assumption of office of this administration, that it happened during the tenure of Right Honorable Peace Ndubueze, who was the former Commissioner for Children and Gender Affairs. But she has been following up on this story, and according to the allegations, you perpetually refuse to bring money for the upkeep of your wife and children, who now serve as auxiliary staff. Your wife is an auxiliary staff now at the rehab center, and the ministry gave her that job to enable her fend for herself, right? So she's not living there, but she's working there and trying to, you know, fend for herself and make money. And your wife also said to us during that phone interview that at the time there was a conversation around how much you should bring to take care of the children, that you offered 10,000 naira for she and the 6 children, and you were able to ramp it up to 15,000 naira, and the conversation continued and to swing like a pendulum among those figures. So why do you think that you're being wrongly accused of not supporting your family financially?
Supporting my family financially is not the bone of contention.
Why is it not the bone of contention?
She took me to court, and court asked us to go home and settle. They invited me several times. The place they said they will come for settlement. She did not come. I used myself tracing where she is and the children. I didn't know her whereabouts. If not that, I was trying to know where they are, and I noticed they are in the what's called?
The rehab.
Rehab estate, which I went there. Those men, somebody told me that the officers, they beat me up. After beating me up, they asked me that who is handling my case is Bishop Chukuma. I should go and see Bishop Chukuma. And I went and see Bishop Chukuma. Then the Bishop Chukuma asked me to go to gender.
How much do you pay for their upkeep? For the upkeep of your children, how much do you pay?
I don't pay anything. Right.
So, in the last 3 years, when was the last time you saw your 6 children?
I saw them 2 months ago.
So access is not a problem then?
No.
You can see them?
No.
Why haven't you seen them in the past?
No.
Why is it 2 months ago?
We haven't agreed
on frequency.
We haven't agreed on how to see them or how to bring any money. We haven't agreed on that.
Do you believe that you have a fault in any of this?
Why I'm shouting, I'm opening my mouth is that if I have a fault, let them tell me my fault.
You don't know your fault? You don't
Yes.
think? So what's your stand on gender-based violence, on beating women?
I don't really know.
You don't see a problem?
I don't really understand your...
What's your do you think that there's anything wrong with laying hands, with
women.
beating, striking a woman?
No, yes. Now I know.
Now on the show?
Now,
you found out on the show?
Not now on the show.
Yeah.
It's after the incident. People was telling me, and I know. I thought as a man, I'm just playing. I thought as a man that I have wife. I have the right to correct my wife.
Even with your hands? Even with your hands. Did your father, I'm sorry to get very personal, did your father ever lay hands on your mother? I understand you come from a polygamous home where there are many wives. Did your father ever hit the women in his life?
I did not even experience my father. I didn't see him. I can't give testimony about him. I was very small when the man died.
So when did you learn that you can correct a woman either way?
Nobody taught me that.
You taught yourself that then?
Yes.
So
I thought it's the best way.
So you said you've only struck your wife once.
Yes.
But you say that you believe you can use your hands to correct a woman. In 15 years, how do we believe that you've only struck her once, even when we acknowledge another fight that happened that led to the scarring that we saw on screen? Are you saying to us again, because I'm giving you a chance to correct that you've only hit your wife once? Are you swearing that you've only hit your wife once?
Once, before.
Not before, in 15 years. She's no longer with you in the house. In 15 years, are you saying that if your wife were here, you would say that you've only hit her once?
Yes.
If I call her to the show, if she happens to walk into the set, would you still say to me that you only struck her once?
I will say so. Because you could remember that in every family, they do have quarrel. Do you understand me? In every family, they do have quarrel. But it's quarrel that will go and settle. Maybe no extended person or extended family will hear about it. Do you understand? So, but if the one that created dust is once.
Created dust. Why do you think you shouldn't be arrested, Mr. Ozokolo?
I don't know. I don't know.
There's a question I need to ask you, right? She complained about your infidelity, talking about your many girlfriends, and also that you want to get married to a lady who still, have her breasts standing. What do you say to this?
If it is true all this way, I could have been a married man.
Do you have girlfriends?
No. But I have friends.
What kind of friends?
People I do business with.
Female friends.
Female friends.
Oh, and she said that at a certain time that they even ganged up and beat her.
It's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true.
All right. So we'll continue this. Yes, go ahead.
She is the one that goes to those people and accuse them wrongly.
Why would she go to a woman with 6 children has her hands full, and why do you think she would go and accuse people wrongly?
That is how the thing happened. I heard the story.
How many times has she accused your friends?
So just one person, which the one I had, just one person, and the person told me that it's not, if not for me, that they could have
done what? Hurt her.
Yes.
All right. Thank you once again, Mr. Ozokolo, for sharing your story, and I hope we gave you a platform to get your voice heard. But we'll continue to follow developments, and of course we'll bring, well, if need be, we'll bring you back on set and continue this conversation.
Thank you.
All right. We've already run out of time. As we already said, the show could go on forever and ever. If you want the show to be a little longer, I mean, you can definitely drop that comment, make it 1 hour longer. It's the people's choice at the end of the day. On that note, on behalf of the entire production team of the Afia Morning Show here at Afia TV, this is saying thank you for watching. I remain your host, Nathalie Oko.
And I remain OG Nwachuku. Have a splendid day. Bye for now.